the shenanigans that's happening while I'm waiting for my food. Currently, it's 8 o'clock. And how do I know? Because my alarm clock just went off telling me that it's time to go to bed. Yes, I have an alarm that goes off telling me to go to bed. The good news is Friday. Woo! Benji is in the background barking because I just had, Uber Eats come to deliver a phantom delivery that went missing. So about 20 minutes or so ago, I got a notification that my food was coming in 2 minutes. Okay, this was like around 6 something. Now my son and I ordered the same food, but his food came, we ordered the same item, but his food came before mine. 2 minutes turned into congratulations, enjoy your food. So I was like, where's my food? I went out, no food. So I instantly went and of course got my money back, right? So I'm thinking like, where's my food? My food didn't come. And originally I was gonna get Mickey D's, but then I said, you know what, let me just get chicken and broccoli, back my money. So I'm like, all right, so what do? I order the food, the same menu again, which is the chicken and broccoli with the white rice, because I just wanted something hearty. I just came from the gym. Well, not just. I went to the gym today. This week, I actually worked out 3 times this week. So I've been doing every other day during the week, but needless to say, I'm hungry, okay? And I didn't want to cook because I already ate my dinner for lunch because I was hungry, okay? So then, next thing I know, I get a knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. The phantom food appeared. So this gentleman is saying, here's your food. I'm like, no, because I just reordered my food. So he went into this, like, he's like huffing and puffing, like, when I gave the food the first time, they didn't tell me. No, he said, when I gave the food the first time and I went, and it wasn't until I delivered my last order that I realized that I had your food. What? Because I guess there was a mix-up in address. I don't know. They didn't put the address on a name. So now he's trying to get me, you know how they have the code for you to put the code in. So now he's trying to get me to receive this food that's been traveling to God knows where to receive this food. So I said to him Benji's barking. He's going crazy. He's going off, right? So I said to him, sir, I'm so sorry, but I cannot accept this food. I already reordered. It's a whole thing. Then he walks away. So now I'm still waiting. It's about 8. Should be like a little minutes after 8. I'm so hungry, guys. I'm waiting for my food. I never eat this late, but I'm gonna eat late today. I tell you the shenanigans for this food. But anyway, I'm about to eat this right now. Y'all heads up, being that I was complaining and stomping over here, but it's food. Say hi. So we out here, guys, good morning. Trying to enjoy this beautiful fall weather. Right now it's a beautiful fall day. We just came outside for a little bit because I have some things to do inside, but I'm making it a point to go out early in the mornings so I could just have a clear head, especially when I'm not going to the gym, because when I'm going to the gym early in the morning, hey, so cute. When I'm going to the gym early in the morning, I'm pretty much getting my walks in, meditating, all the things. But the days when I'm not going to the gym, I'm making it a point to go out early in the morning with Papa. So that's what we're doing today. But I want to discuss starting over, because I feel like this is a topic that I've been touching on here and there throughout my content, but I want to take a little time just to touch back on the topic. I don't think I'm ever going to get on for that topic, especially to my women that are in their mid 50s and up, right? Because think about it, we've raised the kids, we achieved the goals in terms of like education, career, and so forth. And then you plateau because nobody really prepares you for the longevity of life when it comes to midlife, right? Because think about it, from the time you were an adolescent to your 20s to your 30s, all that before 50, right, was all leading up to getting your education, becoming an adult, getting your education, finding a career, starting a family, and so forth, right? And then you get to your 50s, then what? Because I don't know about you guys, but I know when I turned 50, I'm not gonna lie, I felt a bit lost. All of a sudden, I didn't really know where my place was in life. And this is not only for women in their 50s, anybody that's in their 40s especially, because this is the sweet spot that you don't realize that you're in, right? Because when you're in your 40s, you're still like, I call it the minutia of the residuals of your 30s, but you start to feel a difference. You start to feel a difference mentally, physically, but you're just not thinking about it. Because I know when I was in my 40s, when I turned 40, I wasn't thinking about 50 like that. I mean, I knew, you pray, right? But you're not thinking about it. So I just want to make this video for people that feel a little lost, people that are in their, I would say, 50s and up, definitely, but also 40s. I don't want to leave y'all girls out too, because y'all probably like, well, I'm not there yet, but you may want to listen. Number one is your physical health, guys. Let me tell you something. You could go back in my videos and you'll see where I was in this whole mind frame of leading up to 50s. I zeroed into my physical health. Personally, I've always been active. Growing up, that's just part of my nature. I love moving my body, but I intensified my workout when I was about to turn 50, because in my mind, I was like, I want to become my best version. I want, when I, by the grace of God, turn 50, which I did, I'm 52 now, I want to show up in my higher state. And the easiest way to doing that is your physical health, moving your body, going to the gym, going for morning walks, and evening walks, because some people, depending on your schedule, you may not be able to get out as early and get your walk in. But personally, I feel like the morning walks and moving your body early in the morning is the best, because think about it, you've been laying horizontally for how many hours? What, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours or so, and your body needs to rejuvenate. You need to rejuvenate your muscles, the blood flow, and so forth. And it's also good for your brain, right? Because whenever the heart is pumping blood, you're flushing out all the toxins in your body as well. You're helping your body move along in a state where you didn't realize that you needed. Because I know for me, whenever I don't move my body, like first thing in the morning, I'm feeling a little down, I'm feeling a little sluggish. And when I just do a couple of yoga moves, all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, my mood is better, I got pep in my step, and so forth. So that's number one. Number two, read. Now, this is something that I always knew, but being strategic in your reading is so important, guys, because your cognitive skills need to be really sharp, especially when you are entering or in your mid phase of life. And this will help you to recalibrate, because you don't realize how the human mind works. If you don't use it, you lose it, right? Because you want to stay sharp. You want to enter the next quarter of your life in the best frame of mind. There's so many things pulling our attention, right? There's so many things happening in the world that can leave us in a state of depression, scarcity, and you want to make it a point where you decide what is right for you to read. This could be fiction, this could be nonfiction. For me, I love reading a lot of self-help books. I'm always working on myself. Maybe if I'm on a line waiting to do something, and I might go and read a nonfiction book that's in my Kindle. I have my Kindle app on my phone as well. And that leads me into my next thing. If you can, I would definitely suggest you reading books. I know I just said on my phone, but again, this is like short-lived. Maybe if I'm on a train, traveling, doing something short-term where I'm like, okay, you know what? Rather than playing a mindless game, I don't really play games on my phone. I would like pick up a book and just read a chapter or two until I go to my next situation that I'm doing, or whatever I'm doing. I would suggest you investing. I would suggest you to invest in a Kindle, because you don't get, how can I say, you won't get all these notifications that's going to interrupt you in your reading. You want to be very specific and strategic when you're reading. You know, guys, now everything, the world is waking up. Now that I turned this camera on, but they're cleaning the parks. Which I'm grateful for. If you find yourself in a space where it's hard for you to concentrate, I would say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to read 2 pages on this book, or I'm going to get through two paragraphs. Just start off like that, because this is a real thing. People deal with attention deficit disorder. There's so many reasons why, and even if you don't deal with those things, there's so many different reasons why just sitting there and reading can be hard for you, because this is your special time. Think about it like this: you are feeding your mind, you are doing something special and kind for yourself. So definitely reading, feeding your brain, because no matter what it is, no matter what you're reading, you're learning. And you'd be surprised how it will expand other things in your life. So definitely read. To take control of what you put in your body. Guys, I started making bread, okay? It was trial and error. It definitely was trial and error. Number one, I bought a bread machine, okay? If I sit here and tell you that I am kneading bread and putting in the oven, although I have and I did it and I used to do it, but it's just so much work. And especially if you suffer from any type of carpal tunnel, you're not trying to be pushing on no bread or no dough to be making any bread. Guys, sidebar, I don't know what it is in this part where everybody is taking the time to use the bathroom any type of way. I don't understand. When I started making my own bread, number one, not only is it a meditative situation, my midsection went down so much, because I use what's that called? I use organic flour, I use kosher salt, and I pretty much all the ingredients that I use is organic, right? I seen a significant difference in my midsection. Not saying that I had a big, poof, but that menopause stomach. I don't even have to explain to you. But once I started making my own bread, my stomach went down significantly. So I would suggest to you, if you are, because bread is a woman's demise, right? We love that bread. I don't know about you, but I love me some bread. I love me some bread. And I didn't realize, and I was buying wheat bread. I didn't realize how um, much the flour and you know, we don't know what they putting in that bread. They got all type of different sugars, all type of ingredients in there that is not good for you. And if you are any type of gluten allergic, I believe that I am sensitive to certain wheats and stuff like that. But child, if you want to see a difference in your midsection, I would suggest that you start making your own bread. So that is a thing, because once I bought that bread machine and started making my own bread, guys, and I make bread like maybe like twice a week, okay, every other day, twice a week. And I will say it is a learning curve, because at one point I believed that once I bought the bread machine, okay, I was going to just start making bread and everything was going to be good. Child, I had to go, I had a lot of casualties until I found my the texture and the type of bread I wanted to make. And once I started doing that, I just stuck to it. You're gonna see a lot of, usually bread machines come with so many different settings. You're probably gonna only use one or two of the settings. And I remember when I was learning, I heard that, and it's true. Honestly, I use like one setting, okay? And I use that setting. I know exactly what I'm gonna get. I make anywhere between white bread. I haven't made wheat bread. I haven't made wheat bread yet, but I do make white bread, which I don't feel bad about because I use organic flour. Although they say wheat is healthier, but I do make white bread. And I make raisin bread. I love my raisin bread recipe. Maybe one day I'll make a short video of how I make my raisin bread. Delicious, okay? So you want to do stuff like that. And when you do these things, guys, you recalibrate. Your pep and your step changes. Your sexiness happens. Because we're not here to be letting anything go. I don't know where we came, where it's this thing. Well, that's a whole nother video. But I just feel like when you enter this phase of life, it's imperative for you to take charge of your life, because things are just not the same. And if you're not intentional on how you do things, you know, your aging process is just not going to be fun, right? So anyway, guys, I thought this would be a cute little video to make for you guys, just helping you out, especially in this fall season, giving you some things to lament on, giving you some things that you may even want to incorporate in your life, because you know what, we're here to have fun. We're here to, guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video, as well as check out my podcast at Elizabeth Magical Garden. Is a whole different vibe. This on this platform is more my personal diary. I pop in, I pop out. I have things that I've been working on for quite some time now that I can't wait to offer you guys. So be sure to subscribe so you'll be the first, if anything, or one of the first to be up for that offer. Guys, stay blessed, stay in peace, and stay empowered. Peace.